It's Madden NFL 23, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Raiders and the Vikings, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Minnesota Vikings. Everyone, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as...
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They are left. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Cousins to throw for it on fourth. Buying time to his left. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Vikings. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 41, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And some room to run now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson,
29 yards.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. We drop you in now to first quarter action as the offense begins this drive. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and
1. They go play action. Cousins. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down? Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Off the play fake, Cousins.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Vikings are able to...
After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. Play action now, Cousins.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And they work this out past the 25. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. play fake. Cousins. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover.
Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, 26 yards. And the Vikings are able to widen their lead in his first half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 75 yards. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. .35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be ripped. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins. Complete, Jefferson the target. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 30 yards. And the Vikings have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
jet sweep. Here comes Jefferson.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it.
Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson.
They find some open field here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson.
37 yards.
And the Vikings add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the fourth quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. This game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.